Delco. What is Delco? Urban Dictionary, maybe the best definition of any place in the history of any place. Delco is the nickname for Delaware County. Not just a place to live, it's a way of life. Delco isn't something you obtain with a short visit while you're passing through. Never has been, or don't actually live here, you just won't understand. Delco is something you can spot across the bar while out of town. Speaking of bars, there's 42-to-1 ratio when it comes to bars to libraries. Delco people love being from Delco. I don't know if there's anything special from Delco, except being a Delco guy, I kind of like it.
What is up, Delaware County, and welcome back for another high school baseball preview episode of Delco Baseball Now. I am Brendan Ricciardi. I am joined here by Matteo DeBellis, Gabe DiGregorio, and Justin Ma. Welcome to the show, boys. How you guys doing?
Hey, how are you? I'm great.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Good. Appreciate your time. Before we kind of get into the upcoming season, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit just about last season. Good year for you guys. Went 7-4 in the conference, made the district championship, second year in a row. What were kind of your just overall thoughts on how last year went?
Yeah, I think we kind of met expectations. We did lose in the district championship again to Faith Christian. They've always been a tough opponent, but this year, kind of trying to do a little bit better, looking for a district championship.
Yeah, last year was a lot of fun. Good group of guys. Definitely looking, like Matteo said, for another district championship this year. Hopefully we'll make it, and overall just have a good season.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Gabe said. Definitely a very tight-knit group of guys, all comfortable around each other. Yeah, we just go out there, have fun every day, no matter the outcome, even if it's not our best game. Just go out there and play our best, and yeah.
I covered all the state championships here this past summer, so I got to see Faith Christian. They got a good squad over there for sure. Yeah, do you guys have like one kind of specific favorite game or favorite memory just from last season?
One of my favorite games, so like every year, is playing Marple. Mm-hmm. It's under the lights.
It's a great field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We don't, as like a small Christian school, we don't really have that environment. So like playing against them, like 7 o'clock with a bunch of fans. It's awesome. It's a great experience.
It was a good game too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think the last 2 years you guys played pretty well.
Yeah, we've only lost them by one every year. So, I mean, hopefully we come out the win this year. But yeah, it's a fun game to play.
We need more fields with lights around here.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you guys?
For me, it was probably, although we lost the district championship, it was also a really, really nice field. We did get half the day of school off as well. But yeah, that was a fun game.
Was it at Nova? I think
Yeah,
I sent
there,
one of our photographers there. I think I was at a different game and someone else went to take pictures of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my personal favorite game from last year was the district semifinal game against Doc Mennonite. Yeah, we played away there and we won. Was it 9-8? 9-8 and it was like a back and forth game.
Was that the year before?
Whoops. Well, that was my favorite game from 2 years ago.
I remember I was watching that on Game Changer because I think either you guys were up big or they were up big, and then were you guys up big and then it got close, and then it was either like the bases loaded or something at the end of the game. Is that the team Eric Kratz coaches? I remember seeing the kids' names on it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, well let's flip the page to 2026. We'll start on the pitching side. You guys kind of lost a lot of your innings. Bo Lyron, Reed Darnold, Porter Roberts. Who do you guys kind of expect to get some more innings for you guys this season to make up for that?
Yeah, we're going to have a couple guys step up this year. Josie Lyron, he's a great pitcher. He's going to get more opportunities this year. And guy who just transferred over, his name's Cyrus. He's solid. He has some arm issues, but he's going to be good for us. I'm going to step in. I'm going to throw some innings this year. Yeah, maybe Justin. Justin might step in some too.
Yeah, I think some younger guys got to step up, like not a lot of pitchers, so people that haven't pitched before. I mean, we got a good pitcher, Matteo, here, usually like a closer, but maybe like we'll get him like a couple starts. Yeah, then Josie, really good pitcher. And then we got Nathan Bird also, he's pretty good. But yeah, a lot of people got to step up if you want to like take our season far.
Assuming Josie's either brothers or cousins with Bo.
Yeah,
brother.
Brother.
Younger brother, yeah.
Same question about the offense. We saw, I think Reed was he was a first-team All-Delco catcher for us, either first or second. Mm-hmm. It seems like he was a big part of the offense. Same with Sam Dixon. pretty much same question there. Just maybe some of the big impact players on offense for you guys.
Yeah, I think for us, we definitely lost a lot of power in Sam Dixon, Reed Darnell. So I think for us, getting hits in like different ways, like maybe that be bunting or like scrapping out like scrappy singles or doubles. I feel like that's gonna be a big thing for us. Just finding ways to get on base, take a walk, see more pitches. So I think that's gonna be a big
Find
thing.
a way.
Yeah, definitely. I think we got to have a good plate approach. Go out there, be smart overall, and overall just let's smash the ball.
Yeah, I agree. We did lose some power, but I still do think we have some good power in our offense. But yeah, we are gonna have to play some small ball.
Matteo, do you think you'll be able to match anything as dramatic as your brother's walk-off home run in the district tournament? I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was fun.
I remember, I think that was at media, right? Yeah. We were with your cousin, old Benny Baseball
Benny.
55.
Yeah, Ben. Shout out, Ben.
I love it. So with Delco Christian obviously being a private school that you guys all, actively, whether it was you or your families, chose to go to, I'm curious what kind of led all of you there. Like where would you have gone if you went to your hometown? Would you have gone to Marple? I'm guessing.
I grew up in media, so I would have went to Pencrest, but I played media little league.
Same here.
Yeah, all 12 years. But moved to Westchester a couple years back. So right now I would go to Westchester East High School.
Okay, that's actually where I grew up. I went to Strathaven. My family lives in the Westchester East.
Cool.
We're like
Nice.
kind of near Immaculata.
Okay.
Over
Yeah,
out
I know
there.
where that is. Yeah, but I've been going to DC since first grade, so pretty much all my life. Yeah, it's a great environment.
I didn't know it was K through 12.
No, yeah.
What about you guys? Where would you have gone if you went to your like hometown school?
I would have gone to Marple. But I mean, I've been going to DC almost my whole life since 4th grade. I mean, I love it. I mean, a good group of people, good community. And I just like the environment. Like everybody knows each other. It's definitely good for athletics, even though we don't have like a lot of people go to the games, especially for baseball because different field, different campus. But definitely like everyone knows each other. So like, a lot of support for all the teams. So yeah, overall.
I wanted to ask about that. I actually had that later. So you guys have 2 campuses. So one's in Newtown Square. The other's is it Devon?
Yeah, it's right down the road from here, actually.
So is all of your are all of your classrooms in Newtown Square, or are there some days like you would go to the Devon one?
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad. So all of the high school and middle school are in the Newtown Square campus, and then elementary school, so K through 5 is at that Devon campus at the lower campus.
I didn't know that. So and then for sports, it's just kind of all just
for sports. Yeah, it's a little weird for sports. So our baseball field is at the Devon campus, is at that lower campus. So we'll go down there for practices and home games. But then for other sports like soccer, our football practices, field hockey, that's all at the upper campus.
So are football games at Newtown Square as well?
No, they're at because we played 8-man last year.
Okay.
We transferred 11-man this year, and we were playing our turf field. We usually played our turf field at Newtown Square campus, but it's too small play. So we went to the Glen Mill School.
Okay.
And we had our games there.
You got a nice baseball field over there too.
Yeah.
What about you? Where would you have gone if you went to, or like where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the Glen Mills area, Rich Street, so I would have gone to Pencrest just like Matteo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have an older brother who's a senior right now, so my parents sent him there in like first grade. They tried it out, they really liked it, so they sent me there too, and yeah, it's been great.
Cool. Did you play media little league, or were you asked?
I played Newtown Edgemont Little League.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny how the zoning for all that works.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, who would you guys consider as like your biggest rival, whether that be in baseball specifically or just in all sports? Because I know like the Marple game's fun because it's both Newtown Square, but like they're not in your conference.
Yeah. So Marple, I mean, yeah, they're always fun to play against because we play against them in soccer as well. But it's definitely in my opinion, Faith Christian, because they're like a really solid opponent in every sport we play them in. Mm-hmm. And I think it's in the past few years, it's been very evenly matched. It could go either way. I mean, baseball, we haven't really beat them yet, but we've been competitive with them.
Where is Faith Christian?
It's Quakertown, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like
Quakertown.
Yeah,
your conference
away.
is big, like of where you can go to.
Yeah.
I worked briefly at Collegium Chartem. I know that. That's in your conference as well. All right, let's talk a little bit about college. Obviously, you guys are all juniors. I know that, like you said, you guys play soccer and you played football. Are you guys looking potentially to play any sport in college? Is that like a part of your thought process, or are you more just kind of looking just academics, and if the sports come, they come?
Yeah, for me, I mean, I've been playing baseball since I was like as long as I can remember. So obviously, I'd like love to stick with it because I love baseball and everything. But my number one sport is probably soccer, and that's what I've been looking for college. I know being a two-sport athlete is like tough, so if I get the opportunity, I'd love to do that. But like the priority for me would be soccer in college.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for sports, but I would love to play like sports in college. But I would probably play baseball over football. I mean, I'm not like super big for my position because I play the line, so I don't know how good I would be in college, but definitely I would love to play college ball. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think for me, I would play club soccer, club baseball. I think that would be the best fit for me. Yeah, I'm trying to focus more academically and get out there more into a bigger D1 college, which is very hard to play any sport in D1. So I think playing a club or intramural at least, that would probably be.
Yeah, I mean, I had the same thought process. I went to Penn State, played club there. It was awesome. We won the national championship my senior year, and then they won the next two after that as well. So nice. Club is great. It's a good balance between like you get to keep playing baseball, you get to make a lot of friends through that. We knew some of the club soccer guys, same thing for them, and it's just like, it's a little less intense. I think it's a good word. 2 or 3 practices a week, games on weekends. If you get the chance to go to the World Series, it's a lot of fun. But pretty much any major school you can think of, like D1 school, will have a club team. Even some of the ones that don't have like actual D1 baseball teams anymore, it's a lot of fun. So I don't know. Are you guys officially captains, or is this just kind of like the 3 guys that best represented the squad?
Yeah, I guess just finding out.
Gave a thumbs up. Breaking new thread on the air here. I love it. So how do you guys feel about having that leadership role? Still as just juniors with a decent amount of seniors that left last year. Because I know leadership, it's not always something that, I don't really have much of it, but it's something where sometimes you do it by example. Sometimes you can do it with your words. Like, how comfortable are you guys just trying to, rally the troops up?
I think, leadership takes multiple, you can have leadership in multiple ways, whether that be, as you said, leading by example, or your voice, how you tell other people what to do, how you, just how you lead with your actions, how you lead with your tone, how you speak. And I think ultimately just being a good team player, holding your teammates accountable for their actions and their, I don't know.
Yeah, no, there's a difference. Some people can lead by just doing their thing and have other people look at you. And sometimes you have to tell somebody, respectfully, but hey, this is what we do here, especially some of the younger guys.
Yeah, I think the seniors, the past 2 years that we've been in high school, have set good examples for us as far as leadership. So I feel like we're well prepared as far as leading. Me and Justin also stepped into more of a leadership role on the soccer team this year. I feel like I felt pretty comfortable there. So obviously being a leader isn't easy, but I think we're prepared for it.
Are there a lot of people that play soccer and baseball? Because that's interesting at a little smaller of a school like this, where you can be a leader for other sports, and then those same kids follow you to baseball as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of multi-sport athletes at our school, but whether it's football, basketball, soccer, baseball, But yeah, a lot of athletic kids at our school as well. Yeah.
I would say for me being a leader, one big thing is leading by example. That's a big thing, but also us, if like we're captains, you can't just slack off because you have that role. You got to go 100% every day. Lead by example. If people see you going 100%, they will want to. If you're going like 50%, they're going to slack off. So definitely, baseball is a very sometimes slow game. So you always got to be locked in the dugouts, out in the field, like in the outfield. But yeah, just overall, setting a good example, go 100%.
That's a good point. There's a lot.
One thing. Sorry. I also think one thing about leadership, us being captains, is that we're not going to be perfect all the time. Being captains, and it's our job as captains to lead the other teammates, but also to accept like criticism when we like do something wrong. Like if we slip up sometimes, which we definitely will. It's okay for us to like accept criticism and learn from that too as captain.
That's
definitely keeping your cool. If you like strike out, I know that's a lot of people struggle with that, especially me. I struggle with that because it's so frustrating when you strike out, especially like striking out looking at, and like I mean you just gotta keep your cool and be that good example for others.
I always try to just not take it back out on the field. Like you strike out, it's like, all right, well this is the defensive Brendan going out there now. Offensive Brendan can stay mad in the dugout if he wants to, but once you get out there, you just don't let it compound. How many people are in your class? Because I think you guys moved from 1A to 2A recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many kids are in your like whole junior class?
We're the biggest grade at our school, I think.
Yeah, we are definitely the biggest class.
It's like, what, 75, 80?
Yeah, it's around
70. I think we're pushing 90, like upper 80s.
So for our school, but obviously small. For
so how many are like in a normal classroom at a time?
I'd say like 20, yeah.
20.
Yeah. Closer to 15.
It's so funny when we're going to have Upper Darby and they're like 1,000 per grade, like these 6A
crazy,
schools. I went to Strathaven, we were like 275-ish. So I guess once graduation comes, you're going to know everybody. Especially if you went from like K through 12 with them as well. But, all right, boys. Well, I appreciate you guys taking the time to come in. Wish you the best of luck and get out to a game this year. We got Coach Jeff Wisnewski coming on as well.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
A lot of fun.
All right. Also joining us, we have Delco Christian head coach Jeff Wisnewski. Coach, first time on the show. How are you doing?
Great to be here. Thank you.
Of course, appreciate you coming in. When did you start as the head coach for this Delco Christian team?
Way back in 2007.
How'd you get connected with the job? Do you work for the school as well?
I work for the school. I'm a teacher in the high school, and I was the JV coach. I got hired at the school in 2001. So I was JV coach for I think 4 years, and then was varsity assistant. And then when our varsity guy at the time took a job in Florida, then I took the position in 2007.
He's probably a lot warmer than we are right now. So as we did with your players, I'd love to start off just kind of talking about last season as a whole for you guys. Again, another district championship appearance, this time at a higher class than the year before. So what were your overall thoughts just on how the team played throughout the year?
So first of all, you mentioned it with the boys. We may be the smallest 2A school in Pennsylvania, possibly. We're over by 3 boys.
Really?
And so before they reclassed, I was excited. Justin mentioned playing Doc a couple years ago. Doc's a very solid team, but we played them tight the last 2 years. We split in really close, really good games. We lost in 8 innings this past year in the regular season. Anyway, I was looking forward to possibly maybe playing them in the finals, but when they reclassed, Faith moved up from winning 1A, and then Faith was still in our way again. So, yeah, successful. It's what I expected us to be in the district final game. I want us to win. Not that we couldn't do it, but they had our number in that game. So I share with the players that's a goal to win the district championship this year.
Yeah, very good program over there. How can your group kind of learn from those 2 games against Faith Christian to learn what they have to do to take that next step?
Well, I'd say I remember these guys in particular, sophomores last year, had decent showings in the game. Actually, in the regular season, we went up on them, 5-2 or something like that. Matteo had a big double or triple in that game, knocked in a few runs, and they were throwing our number 2 against us. They brought in their ace, and and they eventually got to us with the bats, and so they ended up winning 9-5. But I think we're there. I think they're a very good team, but they're not invincible, and so that's just a goal. We'll probably see them again, and hopefully we can get.
Was Reed his name, the pitcher for Faith?
Yes.
I remember. Yeah. So I work for the PA Coaches Association. It's like a convention every year at Penn State that has like college coaches speak to high school coaches, and they had me go up to cover the state championships last year. So I got to see them for the first time. But yeah, I think that that Faith Christian team is it's almost like what was the Michael Jordan documentary where they were training to beat the Pistons? It's like that's like the team that what the standard is, having to go up and play them. So turning the page to the 2026 season, what do you kind of think that the strength for your team will be on the field?
We have some positions to fill, as you mentioned earlier. We lost 5 seniors. 3 would always start, 2 would start depending on the matchups and different things. So we're going to need some sophomores to step up and play for us at a small school. That's kind of what you need. But I think our defense can be a strength. And I think contact, getting base runners, that seems to be something we're good at. And we have some decent team speed. Justin and Matteo being two of those guys. Gabe's not quite at the speed level, but he's...
Soccer players.
Yeah.
You're used to blocking, not running. Yeah, it seems like your guys are buying into that. Like they know, like, hey, we're not going to be trying to hit it over the fence. We're going to play to our strengths and do what we can here. So I think one thing with these guys here is like you won't see many schools where people in the junior, even sophomore class have as much experience. Like I know Mateo's been pretty much starting since he was a freshman. So like how valuable is it for these guys that although they might be juniors, like they have 2 years of varsity experience under the belt? Oh yeah,
big advantage. And like they were saying how they felt the seniors were helping them the last couple of years. They've been playing varsity ball. Justin played even some freshman year. Gabe, little bit here and there. But yeah, you're right. It's not like a new thing. It's not like they're scared playing varsity games. They're comfortable, and in that way, high school athletes sometimes they're there physically, but mentally they're not there. Yeah. And I think that does help, with resilience in game and all that sort of thing to tell the other guys about future games. Like Justin was talking about the Doc game and others like, oh, we've done this before. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, it's hard. Like, so I missed my junior year with an injury. So going into senior year, I had 0 innings of varsity experience. And it's true. Those first couple games, like the game just moves faster. Like, do you guys have a JV team?
Yeah, it's not quite standalone. Mm. So some of those sophomores who are going to play varsity are going to swing to kind of make that work.
Have them at different times.
Yeah,
different
maybe some bench juniors to fill in.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because you realize like the game's a little faster. Like you don't have as much time to learn as much as you have time to like, hey, we got to go out there and perform right now. So we talked about Faith Christian. You guys are in the Bicentennial League. Who are some other teams? Because we don't really cover them outside of you guys pretty much. Who are some other teams besides them and Doc that are kind of contenders?
Yeah, so in districts, I guess, well, now we're in 2A. It's 2A now is Faith. Calvary's always brings some sort of a competitive team. Doc's in 1A, they're solid, as you mentioned. Plumstead usually has some pitching that can be difficult to deal with. And Bristol and Mast are bigger than us, but they count for us in the league standings. So
Mast is in Philly, right?
Yes.
I think one of my Penn State guys played there. I think Doc either won or they were in the district championship last year. I forget if they won or lost. It was a very close game. I think they won. Yeah,
by 4-2 or
yeah. It was a close game.
Yeah,
because we were
Plumstead had the pitcher against them that game.
Yeah. And we were broadcasting. Radnor and Upper Dublin were playing right after them, so like we just caught the end of that game. But we were talking a little bit about before we recorded about you guys schedule a lot of tough non-conference games. Chichester, Sun Valley, Upper Darby, Marple. How valuable are those games to kind of challenge your guys to say, hey, like these are some of the better teams we're going to face this year to get them prepared for these late playoff games?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we want to just run up the victory totals, there are schools we could do, we could schedule, and it wouldn't help us get better. A couple times in the league, you play teams like that, and it's not really fun as players or coaches to play that way. So, I mean, I'd like to win all of them. Realistically, if we could win half of them, I'd be happy, with some of like maybe those 6 bigger schools. But it's that experience. The more we can play better teams, the more I think that prepares us for, the tough competition that we have in our league and district.
Especially because those games aren't a part of the district playoff.
Doesn't count against us.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately or fortunately, we don't have the pitching depth we had last year now on paper, but we're working in developing that because we need to save our pitching for our league games, but we'd like to still go after these games too.
Yeah. Baseball is a tough balance because like in football, non-conference, all the best guys play. Basketball, all the best guys play. With baseball, the pitching is so unique that we will do like power rankings, and we'll say the number 1 team and number 4 team will play a non-conference game, and the number 4 team blows out the number 1 team, and it's like people will be telling us like, hey, you got to switch them in the rankings. But like, okay, well their number 5 is better than their number 5, but it's still valuable to get maybe some of the players that might not be playing as much the reps. So if say one of these guys gets hurt, someone else is ready to take over.
Sure. Yep.
So I guess this kind of question, it's a bit vague, but I think overall, what would make this season a success for you guys? Is it winning the district? Is it being the best version of yourselves you can be? Is there anything you're looking to emphasize to them going in?
I mean, certainly, and these boys are great representation of our team, which honestly, no one sticks out to me as not being this, but the boys that you just talked to lead by example, all of them. Gabe's probably the best, at least last year, being the most vocal for the whole team. But, Justin Matteo did that, but all of them, they bust it every practice. So, yeah, ultimately, they're life skills. So, yes, but it's not as fun when you lose every game. So, definitely district championship. Honestly, if we don't win that, yeah, we'll have some highlights. We'll always have good times. We get along, close-knit, everything they said. But that really is something that I want to do. And I would like to win half or more of those 6 games I think that we've scheduled against some of the tougher, bigger schools in our. So they're my personal goals.
Yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I think last year, I know you guys played Marple, which, like they said, that game under the lights has to be a lot of fun because it's the only field with lights around here. I think maybe Coatesville has lights. Like if you play in Maple Zone, but like other than that, like you don't get that very often.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
My old roommate, he wanted to coach high school baseball, and he moved back to Virginia because every game is at 7:00. Every single game on their schedule. Must be nice. He works like an online remote 9 to 5, and he's like, I can't coach high school baseball in Pennsylvania because every game's at 4.
Right. It's crazy.
So last year you guys played Marple. Who else did you play of the non-conference? Is that like new this year to add some of these teams in?
We played Chichester last year. I think it'd be 8-2 or something like that. Westtown School is private school, not mentioned. Shipley. I think we play Shipley again this year as well.
Oh yeah, I did have that on there. I just put in the 5A and 6A teams. But Shipley as well.
And even some of those, like High Point Baptist is they're a good ball team. I mean, we ended up beating them last year, but Single A, they're a pretty tough team as well. So
where are they at?
They're out in Morgantown-ish area. Sorry, High Point.
Yeah, it's a big conference. You think like Central League, the radius is probably 15 to 20 miles. You guys are going all the way from the city up till, I imagine Bristol's probably the furthest away, maybe?
Bristol or Quakertown, maybe close. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come in. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys out on the field soon. Hopefully we can get another district championship appearance out of you guys, and hopefully a win. Faith Christian, obviously good program, but, like you said, not invincible. So give them everything they got.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having us on. Thanks for all the work that you do here in Delco for us.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.